The man keeping the peace creates a war within himself. For my people pleasers out there, nice guys who part of your most default mode is to keep the peace. Always people pleasing, don't want to ruffle any feathers. It's easier just to keep the peace. A couple of really important tips on this. One, whenever you catch yourself, be it keeping the peace and people pleasing or not, saying it's just easier to, or it's easier not to. Remember, you got to finish the sentence. It's easier in the short term, because usually that's the kind of thing that leads to nowhere near easier, much harder, much worse in the long term. It's easier to in the short term. Here's my advice on keeping the peace. The man keeping the peace creates a war within himself. Peace is an important part of that sentence. The answer to this, the approach to this, isn't to just ignore that and be disagreeable and be assertive. Yeah, you need to risk annoying people so that you're not constantly annoyed yourself, but you're not intending to annoy them. You communicate with compassion, kindness, respect, and honesty. You're not in charge of what they do with something, but you are in charge of what you say and how you say it, what you do and how you do it. The way I like to frame that is, risk annoying someone instead of being annoyed yourself later. Yes, you will practice disagreeableness and being assertive. How you say things matters. But this addiction to keeping the peace really just shows us the insecurity deep inside. But the frame to remember is that peace is important to you. But what we want to change is the line from keeping the peace to keeping my peace. When we frame it like that, it invites curiosity. How can I keep my peace? And usually swallowing it, absorbing it, just never confronting anything will not keep your peace. So one of the ways in which you can probably keep your peace is to vocalize things more. Share what isn't working for you. Say what you didn't like and what you enjoy. Out that is challenging and uncomfortable for you to share those things, and you would love their support on that, and say, can you help me with this? People will generally want to help you with things. How do I keep my peace? Now, that is likely not going to involve flying off the handle, being a rude prick and asshole to that person, because that's not going to keep the peace either, because you're probably not going to be acting in ways that you respect. Keeping my peace is going to invite me to act from a place of self-respect. Make choices that I respect. Be respectful. Follow that path. Remind yourself that when you say, it's just easier to keep the peace, you have to add on in the short term. So in the long term, does it keep my peace? So how do I keep my peace? Use that, and I promise you, you will feel stronger, more competent, and more confident within yourself, and you will have stronger, more connected, more respect-based relationships.